Let me ask you something. Have you ever found yourself in a moment where you were completely out of options and suddenly a way was made for you? When there seemed to be no way out, no solution in sight, and then almost out of nowhere, provision appeared? It's in those moments when we realize that our lives are not left to chance, but instead guided by a hand that knows our needs better than we do. At the end of his letter to the church in Philippi, Paul boldly declares, "You can be sure that God will take care of everything you need, his generosity exceeding even yours in the glory that pours from Jesus." This is not just a verse meant to comfort, it's a promise that God will provide. And let me tell you, when God provides, it's often in ways we never expect, at times when we least anticipate it. It's in those miraculous moments of provision that he signals to us, "I am ready to bless you beyond what you can imagine." But we often miss these signals because we hold on to ideas that distort how we understand his provision. You see, there's a common misconception many of us have about God's provision and prosperity. Some believe that God only blesses in material wealth, money, possessions, success. So when these things are not showing up in our lives, we think we've been forgotten. Others think that asking for God's provision is selfish, or they feel unworthy of receiving his blessings. But these beliefs are like blindfolds, stopping us from seeing the full spectrum of how God provides. God's provision is not just about financial gain. His provision is peace when the world is in chaos. It's healing in the midst of heartbreak. It's strength when we feel like we have nothing left. When we box God's provision into something narrow, we hinder the emotional healing he's trying to bring into our lives. God's provision is his way of showing us his faithfulness. Every unexpected blessing, every moment when he meets our needs is a reminder that he hasn't forgotten us. It's his way of preparing us for more. Think of each moment of provision as a stepping stone, building your faith, expanding your capacity to receive even greater things. He's preparing you for a season of abundance, where you don't just survive, you thrive. And then you learn to love the person you. In other words, you need to understand that God's provision is not limited to material things. It's a reflection of his faithfulness, his attention to your needs, and his readiness to bless you in ways you haven't even dreamed of yet. When you begin to recognize these moments for what they are, you unlock the potential for even greater blessings to flow into your life. So, open your heart to his provision and step boldly into the blessings he has in store for you. Now, here's something I think you should do. Take a moment to think back on a time when God provided for you in a way you didn't expect. Share your story in the comments below. Your testimony might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. And don't stop there. Watch the other videos on this channel that dive even deeper into God's faithfulness.